We are back.
Back again.
Welcome
Brad
back.
and Matt.
Tell your friends.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Beauregard's here.
And Nate is here. In his chair.
What time is it, Brad?
Let's see. Probably the same time we go on every week.
Every week.
Pretty damn close.
So I'm not going to name names. But
Penguin fucker.
for people that say they do not know when we're on or if we're doing the podcast, all you gotta do is get on and look. It's about the same time every week. And if we're not on when you check, wait 10 minutes, check again. Wait 5 minutes to check in.
Or what Nate said.
Oh, is there something that will notify you?
There's a little notification bell on there somewhere around here.
And Nate said this, so there's a notification bell somewhere
If
that
you
will tell
click
you.
that, it will say, oh, 2 OK Friends are going live.
Going live.
Ring the fucking bell.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
So, Bradley.
So I just wanted to say that just because we've had reports that if we don't text, nobody knows, but there's ways to know. It's like waking up in the morning. There's ways to wake
It's
up.
like watching your favorite TV show. You know what day it comes on. You know roughly what time it starts.
Yeah, so basically.
And we're your favorite fucking podcast.
Yeah, I was going to say, basically, we're not a favorite podcast if nobody seems to fucking know.
That's true.
And if that's the case, then they all need to get on chat. We need to talk to them.
Yeah, we need to talk about
Let
it.
me talk to you, yeah.
Yeah. So I heard you had a decent weekend.
Yeah.
Bradley bowled for me Friday. I had the father-daughter dinner.
Holding a 9-pin no-tap league. My first game was a whopping 164.
Holy shit.
Yep. The second game, I started with an 8 spare and then struck out
For a 290.
for a 290.
Pretty good. How many were legit?
It was half and half.
Was it?
Yeah. I left a lot of 7 pins.
How'd you like the lanes, though?
Oh, I didn't mind them. I used to bowl there for years.
With your new ball? Like, did it react
No,
better?
didn't really do much.
Really?
But the first game took me a minute to figure out where to go. And I was throwing it out too far. But then I started downing in and wasn't doing anything, so I went back left.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost kind of throwing it straight, but I was getting enough on the back end to where it was just kind of dipping in there.
Nice.
And that was the first game to figure it out. And then it was on after that. I feel like if we'd have bowled another one, I probably would have had a 700.
There we go. There we go.
Maybe even a 300.
I did it once in that league this
But
year.
we started, the team started off,
A little rough.
the first frame was rough, and we started singing some Seal.
Let me guess. Kiss from Rose?
Yep, we sang that, and then next thing you know, I'm pretty sure everybody had like 3 or 4 in a row. And once we started singing that,
There we go. It's the all-time motivator.
it was very motivating.
It relaxes you.
Yep. And then after that, we went to the casino, and
Yeah, I heard you.
ba-da-da. That's all you need. Your boy, just let it sink in. Da 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 da.
It doesn't pick it up at all?
Da 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 da.
There used to be a green tower alone on the scene.
We don't own the rights to this song.
That's why I cut it off.
Just so everybody knows. Don't come after us, Seal.
Brad used to be the third string roadie for Seal.
Yep, I was. Da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah. Heard you went to casino?
I did go to the casino.
How'd you do?
Well, the beginning of the night was not so good.
Got kicked in the balls a little?
A little bit. Actually, I take that back. It was enough to where I would play,
You was on a slow pace?
win my money back. I'd cash that out, go play, lose it, get down to like $40, win my money back, play again. And I was walking. We were getting ready to leave. We said, put 100 in the machine before we leave, and then we're out. Sat down. It was like a genie game. One lamp was huge.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I can hit that. No problem. Sat down, put in 100, spun it a few times. The one lamp to the right of it was little. Couple spins, boom, boom, boom. That lamp lights up, hits. Like, cool.
It's not the one you wanted.
But it worked. So, free games pops up. I hit another blue gem that you get for those lamps. Next thing you know, a 4 square pops up. 150, 150, 150, 150. Goes to the screen, sits there. I was like, oh, well, that's at least going to hit that.
Right.
Or one, I think you get all of them. I'm not sure how, what would have happened if I didn't. So I spin it. Next thing you know, a red diamond pops up. The lamp to the left of it, that was little hits.
Okay.
And next thing you know, it drops down these diamonds, and they're multipliers. So it's on one or two of the 150s just spinning like times 1, times 5, times whatever. Cool, spin again. Blue diamond hits. More pop down. Next spin, like 1 or 2 red diamonds hit. Now it's spinning on the 150s times 10, times 20, times 30. Came out I hit for 5,400.
Can't be mad.
Take the taxes out, 37 after.
Oh, so did they take taxes out there?
They ask you if you want to.
Now, if you do take taxes out, do you still have to claim it?
No, you have to put your W-2 in or whatever it is they give, whatever the W-10 or 4 or whatever it is they give you. You got to put that in, but
It will show that you've already paid taxes on it,
correct.
which is the smart way to go.
Correct, because you've already taken the money out, so you just had to claim it on there. You know, nothing else happens after that.
So the hardest thing is after that is keeping hold of that paper.
Yes, basically, pretty much.
And
Sam said
it's
hi,
only-
friends.
Huh?
Sam said hi.
Hello? And it's only March, so you got a lot of time to...
Yes, and then I thought to myself, I'd been thinking to myself, we go to Vegas in April. We usually have a little stash from the casino in our winnings. We didn't have that. We had maybe 1,000 left over from the cruise in Vegas last year. I was like, man, I'm going to have to gamble different. We won't have the cash to spend for like drinks and stuff like we did last time because we used a lot of cash for that. Well, now I have that stash, so Vegas will be a normal Vegas trip.
Well, I feel like cash is a little easier to carry around in Vegas instead of using your card every time, and it's a little safer.
Well, yeah, you got to keep cash on you because if you want to gamble,
Right.
and I do not recommend going to the ATM every time.
That's,
So even if we wouldn't have won that, I would have taken cash out before we left.
right, that's smart.
Then taking it with me to try to eliminate using the ATMs, but
Yeah, because I don't think it was one of my banks in Vegas that I saw.
no, you have to use the casino for probably $12 a fee. I don't know what the fees are. I don't think I've ever gone to a casino ATM, but we use it for food and drinks and stuff like that because just because instead of racking up the account.
We're going to have a little bit of a guess.
A what? A gift?
Guess.
You got me a gift?
Guess.
A guest. A
Name.
little bit of a guest?
A little bit of a guess.
It's a midget.
His name's Shiny Steve.
Shiny Steve.
Shiny Steve.
Is it a midget?
I would know. I wish. But it's not.
Hey, man.
They don't like to be called that.
You said a little bit.
They don't like to be called that. So what, I heard, me and you kind of...
Who the fuck is Shiny Steve?
Just wait. You'll see.
They're coming right now?
That was funny. But... You was talking before the show started about a documentary you was watching?
Yes, I was. And we stopped it so we could talk about it because sometimes we run out of things to talk about. But I was watching a documentary on Paul Bear.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot I knew, there's a lot I didn't know. I did not know he was an actual Paul Bear.
Yes. Like a
Funeral director.
mortician. Like
He was a funeral director.
But didn't he start out as a mortician?
Yeah, and he like owned a business doing that.
Yes.
And when he was into wrestling at first, he was Percy Pringle, and he had bright blonde hair, and was like a real like in your face flamboyant type of character. And then WWE called him and was like, "We want you to be
This character.
yes, because you are a Paul." I guess when he told him, or when Vince McMahon learned that he had that business, Vince McMahon just laughed. He was like, I don't know why he was laughing, but he had this evil laugh, and he just laughed. And he's like, next thing you know, they call me back. They tell me what it is. And he was like, that's why I was laughing. We need somebody for the Undertaker. We want you to dye your hair dark black.
Because he was like a natural redhead or like reddish blonde, right?
Well, he had blonde at this point in time because
Okay.
that's what he was doing at the other whatever other wrestling thing.
Now, was he related to somebody or he had nothing to do with the business prior to that?
Yeah, he did on the independent scene.
Okay.
I forget where, but I think it might have been a scene located to.
But him and Undertaker actually became like really great friends.
Yeah,
didn't
they traveled together. They did everything together to keep the persona. And then as he went along with like Mankind for a while and then Kane for a while. But
That's cool.
it was pretty interesting. There was a lot I didn't know.
About him?
Yeah, like I didn't know that like his wife had passed away of breast cancer and WWE wanted him to come back and make a return. But he had gotten so big from, I guess, depression and sitting at home and just doing his job that he was like, I can't. They signed him back anyway, paid for his gastric bypass.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because they wanted him back that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they knew they was going to bring money in.
And they said, we want the character, but we got to take care of the person.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And they did.
Because they're not always about that side also.
But when he came back, they wanted him to get in the ring and stuff, and he couldn't physically walk up the steps. So it didn't work out. But it was pretty interesting for what I didn't know.
Now, was there another one you watched?
Right after that, it went into Paul Heyman.
Okay. Now, that one I've seen. That one's good.
And this was from 2011. I didn't know that throughout his entire career, he basically was in communication with Vince McMahon the entire time.
Really?
Through everything. Yes. He did a lot with, and Vince McMahon
Maybe I've
knew
not
of
seen
him.
that one then.
Yeah.
I've seen like a few things. But
This was back when he was working with Brock Lesnar, but Brock was in the UFC.
Okay.
And he was working with Brock then. And this is more so when he was working with CM Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, so
No,
he was like a promoter for like Studio 54.
Yeah. So
I
one
didn't know
thing
that.
about Paul Heyman I didn't realize when he was Paul Dangerously, way back when he did mostly
Yeah,
a
Paul E.
manager,
Dangerously. Yep.
he was he was the manager of the Head Shrinkers or the Moan SWAT.
And he didn't want to do it
Really?
because they asked him. He was like, "I never thought about being a manager. I'm better at the production and
Right.
all that."
But he has a voice.
Yeah, and he did.
And it's weird seeing him because it's been so long, him like real skinny. Like
Yeah.
he was
Yes.
like a steak skinny
Yes.
with the ponytail
Mhm.
and that, now like obviously your age catches up and everything,
Yeah.
but he's a big boy now.
It was super interesting because there's a lot I didn't know. I didn't know that he had worked with, what you call it, fucking Vince McMahon all his entire career, and they were trying to use that ECW, which I thought was weird. They were trying to use that as a territorial place.
Really?
Territorial.
That's weird. Oh,
Those guys are not groomed for fucking. What? Yeah, I like that.
Shiny Steve.
Yeah. Get in there. Show everybody what we got going on here. I like that.
Would you like to grab a chair and join?
Yeah, get in here.
Sure.
I feel
I
like
mean, you can bring over the black chair.
I feel like you're a
Or you can bring your roller over.
wrestling promoter right now. Are you gonna cut a promo?
Shiny Steve.
I should get a promo.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice look. You just had that at your house? Oh, you're going tiny chair too? I bet you won't.
You probably shouldn't.
You probably should. Yeah, I like that. Where'd you get that at? I might have to get one of
Oh,
those.
God.
The Zon.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazon, huh?
See, now chair's perfect. Equal.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's a good look for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good look for you.
Well, welcome.
Well, Shiny Steve's here. Disco Steel. What are we talking about? What you want to talk about, Shiny Steve? What's on your mind? Shaking and grooving?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Make sure everybody says hi to our guests.
What's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying?
No, boy.
Know what I'm
You know what I'm saying? I saw a clip of the Insane Cloud Posse interview where they said that probably like 70 times.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean?
You know what?
Know
I
mean?
actually did
Know
not
what I'm saying?
mind them when they got into wrestling a little bit because they were entertaining. They was just crap
Yeah, they
wrestlers.
were wild.
Mitch said looks like a porn star.
I agree. I do agree.
Like old school or current?
Pretty fucking comfy.
Yeah, tell us about your porn business. Are you a
Ain't got
producer?
one.
Are you a producer or actor?
He owns
Actor,
boom mics.
producer,
Yeah, just hold the mic.
fluffer.
Looking like this.
Yeah. I can see why. I'd get excited.
How do you feel about your Max Crosby deal?
Better now that the Browns trumped it.
I'm just talking about how do you feel just in general.
It had to happen, I feel like.
Was he ready to walk or anything? If he
No.
didn't, because he still had what, 1 or 2 left?
2 years.
Okay.
He wasn't necessarily ready to. I think he just wanted the long-term deal.
Due to injury.
And that's all it was. It was just wanting the long-term. And he was out of guaranteed money. But do I think he was walking? No.
Okay.
I don't think he was walking.
Now, like the Myles Garrett thing, I am happy we signed him.
He was walking.
I don't know if I'm excited about it only because
I don't know.
you said it's not about the money.
Drink for a drink.
I'm new around here.
It says you want to win a championship, and it's not about the money, but you take the big contract and you stay. So what I just wanted, what all parties to sit down and like, what do you want? What's going to make you happy to help you stay?
Outside of money?
Whoever the fucking producer.
And that dick just bounced out of here.
I think you'd poop.
Hey, he might be pooping. Or yanking.
Ooh. Is he into poop yanking?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
It might be. I don't know. I'm not into it.
Huh. Do you like use the poop?
Use it like a airplane joystick.
Huh. That's gross. Poop yanking.
Like, I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with it, but like if you get
I
excited.
think there's nothing wrong with it.
No, like, hold on. What I was going to say was, if you get excited and turned on while you're pooping, you might be in the guys. I don't know.
Why? Why? Why?
Because there's something
Why does that make you into guys?
something going out of your butt, and you get excited.
It's
But
going
then
out.
going out.
What if you're looking at a picture of a naked chick?
Well, that's different.
But
And
now,
then you're not into guys.
yeah, I look at it this way because now that we're talking about it, I can see how it could happen. What if, like, your stomach's rumbling, you really got to go, and it's like the ultimate release of a shit.
You just get
I feel like
excited.
that could get you a boner for the release of it alone. I'm gonna pay attention. Maybe I get poop boners and don't even know it.
What if it's a ghost poop as well?
Does that turn you on?
It's all clean.
Does that turn you on, though?
Already ready to go.
Yeah, I don't see why.
You ain't even got to stop to wipe.
Stop! So you already started? Oh, I never thought about it, I guess. Never thought
But you have to wipe to know it was a ghost poop.
Exactly. So you have to stop.
Yeah.
Mitch said, "Haven't you seen Two Girls and a Cup?"
I have, and I did not get excited one time during that.
So, Mitch, you enjoyed it?
If it was penguins,
2 penguins in a cup?
two penguins in a cup.
2 penguins in the cup. He might have.
Aaron,
It might be his thing.
Oh.
We learn a lot. How do you know he's a penguin fucker?
You told us.
Because you watch?
yeah.
Well, actually,
I watch the show a lot. He finally invited me. I've been asking for fucking weeks. man.
About time. Shit. He didn't even tell me.
I said I had a...
He told me today, but you didn't tell me you had a guest that wanted to join.
Which I don't know why you guys are making me do this when you got a fucking producer.
Yeah.
Why am I reading
The
your
producer's he's still on poop patrol. His poo, what do you call that? Jerk?
chat? Somebody named Brittany said, "I'm watching this while walking through the grocery store. Good thing my earbud is in."
It's called poop yanking.
Poop yanking,
I'm sure
yeah.
everybody in the grocery store wants to hear about a poop yank.
I bet you go through a grocery store, especially because you're in Meyer and Huber, I'm guessing, or Kroger, either way, they'd be like, somebody would be like, yeah, I'd have to agree.
Why didn't she just listen to it openly? You could be denying us followers right now.
Because, I mean, I could see how the embarrassment might set in grocery shopping, listening to poop yanking. Well, is this like crank yankers, but poop yankers?
But as long as you're not doing it, they can't be frowned upon you.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that'd be hard to do and walk.
I mean, just like someone parks next to you and they're talking through the radio on the telephone, and they must be deaf because you can hear every word coming out of the radio like clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to listen to your conversation.
We'll keep walking.
No, they park next to me.
And then what are you doing in your car?
Maybe wife's inside shopping.
Move your car
I was there first.
or listen.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
listen.
I always listen.
But I'm like, not all the time. Don't want to hear
If
it.
I am walking through and somebody's on their phone and it's on speaker or their car and I can hear it, I'm listening. Because I'm nosy. I'm listening.
That's
I'm
what
all
I'm
in the
saying.
mix.
I said there's no difference in walking through the store, watching a podcast.
Yeah, I guess not.
You'd be like, oh my God, I learned something new today, honey. Something about poop yanking?
Poop yanking.
I think I might be into that, honey. We could have saved a marriage. But you were selfish, Brittany.
I'm already embarrassed walking around laughing and no one knows why.
See? I hear voices in my head.
They
I
talk
don't
to
really think
me.
we said anything funny. I thought it was all pretty serious.
It was a serious
Yeah.
conversation.
I mean, you don't joke about poop yanking.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
You ever did the old waffle stomp in the shower?
Nope.
Smart man.
I will get out and shit
Every time.
Hell no.
before I shit in the shower. Unlike some people we know.
You pee in the shower?
No.
Have
Never?
you ever peed in the shower?
I'm not sure I have when I was younger.
Why don't you pee in the shower?
Because I'd
What's wrong
rather
with
just pee
You
in
don't
the
pee in the shower?
toilet.
Why
and I
not?
do-
But no,
I
like,
don't.
what if you like just put soap in your hair and you're like, man, I gotta pee now?
I hold it.
You just hold it?
Yeah.
Like you pee or you pee?
Well, if you must know, I will hold my pee pee eventually if I'm washing it. But no, I'll just hold the pee until I get out.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like the idea of cleaning and peeing.
Okay, so stop cleaning and
In
just
the
pee.
drain?
But I'm not gonna stop. I'm in the shower for a reason, to clean and get
Pee in the
out.
drain?
No, I just get out. I'll just do it when I'm done.
We need to do a survey on this.
I'm sure I'm probably the unpopular one in this.
Now, is it frowned upon to pee in the shower while you're
I mean, if you guys pee in the shower. Do you? I cannot say whether it's good or not, or I do not frown upon you if you do.
What if
I do.
Johnny Steve said he pooped in the shower?
I do have thoughts about
gross.
people shitting in the shower.
You think about people shitting in the
No.
shower?
No, he
I
had.
will have thoughts about you if you. shit in
You'll
the
be
shower.
judged.
I'm judging you.
Are you coming?
Really fucking rude.
If you knowingly shit in the shower, then I'm judging you. Yeah, don't
I get
don't
it.
tell me that.
I get it. Accidents
What if
happen.
you just can't hold it?
Accidents happen.
Accidents happen, but
If you just actively.
if it's a consistently accidents happen consistently, you're just shitting in the shower at that point.
Clean your ass right after. Just
I
saying.
mean, I guess it is like
So
a,
are you okay with
like
it?
it's a stand up bidet.
There was just a good outlook to it.
Oh, so you're playing the good and evil side.
A
of it.
devil's advocate.
Yes.
I'm sure most people pee in the shower. If you poop in the shower, don't even say this in the chat because I will judge you. You'll forever be a shower shitter. to
All
me.
right. Now here's the judge. If you get out, poop in the shower. I mean, if you get out and poop while you're in the shower and get out and then go back in, do you wipe first or you just go back in and clean off?
No,
I
you
lost
wipe.
track of what he was saying.
No, you wipe first.
Because
Basically, if
You
you
get out and poop,
yeah,
if you get out and poop,
do you wipe or go back
but
in?
then I heard he say poop in the shower.
I said don't.
He
I,
probably poops in the shower.
I do not poop in the shower.
You're a
anymore.
shower pooper.
Yes, you wipe first.
Yes, you wipe first.
What if your hands are wet?
You wipe first
Yeah, you dry your hands when you get out.
while sitting down.
Do you dry your ass?
No.
Yeah, nobody wants to sit on a wet toilet seat. It's so uncomfortable.
Huh?
It's not wet till you sit down, so you're already sitting.
Correct.
Yeah, but it's dry.
But he said he doesn't dry his ass when he sits down. So then it's wet. Now you're
If
basically
I have
like
to poop that bad, then
on a
I'm still
slip and
gonna get
slide.
out and poop.
Yeah, if I had to poop so bad, I had to get out of the shower. I ain't gonna fucking let me grab my towel, let me wipe my butt off. Like,
Because now my
I
towel's
have to
wet.
shit that bad. I'm just pooping
I do.
in the toilet,
I dry
not in the
first.
shower.
Completely dry.
I'm trying to make this clear.
Not completely dry. Dry enough to where
The only thing I'll do is wipe off my
feet.
feet. Nothing drives me nuts more is
Whites off his feet.
dries my. I said dry my feet.
No.
Wipe
You said white.
white feet. No,
White off your feet.
I white off my feet. I will dry my feet because nothing drives me nuts more than standing on a wet floor mat.
Yeah, but if you don't dry your legs, then your format's gonna be wet anyway.
Not if I run quickly.
Run? How far is your toilet from your shower? You have to run?
Yeah, the placemat's front of the shower, not front of the toilet.
So, let me get this straight. You get out, you dry your feet, and then go sit down.
Yes.
Yeah, your mat's wet because the rest of you was dripping, soaking wet.
No, because I'm off the mat
Wait,
already.
you're drying your feet off, but if you're gonna dry your feet off, you might as well dry your ass off.
Yeah, agreed.
Now you're just not making sense.
Agreed.
A wet toilet seat doesn't bother me if I'm already wet.
Then why does your wet feet bother you for one step?
Because when you get out of the shower, and I dry my feet off when I get out of the shower, the floor mat's wet and cold.
I don't understand this guy.
That's fine. You don't have to. I understand me, and that's all that matters. I'm not here to make you guys understand me.
Do you dry your penis off too?
After the shower, yeah.
But not if you have to poop?
No.
I don't know why I asked that.
I'm not sure why either, but we'll go with it. Mine has nothing to do with the dripping on the mat or the floor. Just it's uncomfortable to me to sit on a wet toilet seat.
I don't understand that.
I'm not gonna just poop in the shower. That is never gonna happen ever. Never, ever, ever.
All right, so let's say you're sick
Yeah.
and you're going to have an accident in the shower. Would you rather come out the top or the bottom?
The bottom.
Yeah?
So you're sitting in the shower. You said you're not in the shower.
I'm getting out because if I'm sick, I know it's coming.
But
I'm
no,
out.
You're gonna poop all over the floor.
I'm out.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you had to pick between the two, the puke and poop in the shower, which one is it going to be?
It's always gonna be shit because I don't like to puke ever.
Really?
I would rather shit all day long than ever throw up.
But you're going to throw up, but I'm just saying,
No,
like,
I don't want to throw up.
so you rather.
Like, let's say I'm in the shower and I feel like I'm going to throw up. The chances are I'm getting out of the shower and I'm going to pace around the entire house until I don't throw up.
No, and that's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as cleaning up wise, would you rather clean up the poop or the throw up?
Poop.
A lot of talking about poop going on, guys.
Poop.
This is the poop topic.
Puke is disgusting. Don't ask me why. It's
No,
it's
everybody has the
I don't
thing.
know why it's grosser than the rest, but it is. I'm probably the unpopular one on this too, but
I can clean up puke easier than poop.
No.
My wife can clean up puke easier than poop easier than puke.
same. That's how we are. The same way.
So I mean, I get it. It's just a smell. Now, a strong smell, I'm yakking one way or the other. But
I mean, but that's because I think in the world of cleaning it up, it's all ultimately you're associated with being sick. So either way, we already know it's gross. But
if it's not yours, that's what I'm saying.
I could clean up shit way better than I'm cleaning up puke.
I'm saying if it's not yours.
I'm
That's
cleaning up poop. Like children's shit. If children,
I'm talking about children's shit.
I
What are we
am
talking about?
will wipe a nephew's ass if he's sick before I will clean up his puke. If he pukes in his bed, I'm out on that one. That's not me.
What if you're home alone with the child for 8 hours?
And they puke.
Somebody named Sam said agree on puke that can't.
Yeah, it's I can't either.
You got a football team?
I don't want to talk about it.
It should be interesting. Our producer has a football team. Do you have the same football team?
No.
Baseball team? Hobbies?
Not
Yeah.
talking about shit all day. Guys are making me uncomfortable.
He turned his back to you. He's had enough of your bullshit. Turned his back.
It happens. Not everybody can please.
Are you asking NFL or college?
Doesn't matter.
NFL Chiefs.
Oh,
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here.
Nah, just fucking with you, bro. Figured you were a Raiders fan, since you're sitting in front of that thing.
You figured correct. You figured correct, sir.
No.
Well, you're sitting in front of that thing, so.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it. They're pretty pretty good. Me and the producer, I don't know where the fuck he's at, but we're pretty good friends, and
Yeah.
we watch a lot of Cowboys
You know,
games together.
You guys have a lot of resemblances. Or
How do you figure?
you guys related?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not long lost brother or nothing, cousin.
Yeah.
Nope.
Same mom.
Nope.
Ah.
Not your dad, is he?
Not that I know of, anyway.
Oh, is he your dad?
Oh?
Is he your dad?
God. I don't know.
Hmm.
This is a touchy subject, guys.
I see. But we just want to know more about you.
What was the other sport you asked about?
Baseball.
What?
Baseball?
Oh, baseball.
You
Yeah,
never
Texas
answered.
Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
The Chuck Norris's? Texas Ranger.
That's a good choice, I guess.
What do you mean you guessed? What's wrong with them? Who do you like?
Actually,
Wait. I've heard you talk about this on the podcast before. They're not even a real team right now,
no. That will be the team when they go to their stadium.
and they still suck.
But
They're really bad.
the
Why do you want to
team
like such a bad team?
I usually watch is the Cincinnati Reds.
They're also bad.
Agreed?
They might be good now though. They have a good manager.
They do. I think they'll be all right. But once the stadium is done in Vegas, it will be the A's.
The only thing in baseball, I don't agree with this with every sport because there's obviously caps and whatnot, but in baseball there isn't. Most of the time, not all the time, whoever spends the money wins.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay?
Yeah.
What did you do, a little coke for you out there? A little twitchy over there. You're looking around. What you got, flies or something? What's happening?
I'm just gonna know my surroundings. I'm kind of closed in here.
Do you need some more room?
I know.
You want to sit on Matt's lap?
No,
He likes that,
I do.
you would.
especially shiny suits.
Don't play games, can't win.
I feel like he could
Yeah,
win
like
that
the
game.
A's.
Okay, I'm a Reds fan still.
What happened?
He said like the A's. I said I'm still a Reds fan. Well, not really. I can honestly say I don't watch much baseball because the games are on at wonky times. I never know when they're
What
playing.
sport do you watch most?
Football, NFL.
Aren't you just miserable every weekend?
For the most part.
Yeah, me too.
For the most part,
I think all three of us have
Yeah, we're
that
it's
same sickness.
it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. Yes, it does. Thank you for reminding me of how sad I get. But
Yeah, I get sad too.
Hey, we get our Super Bowl back in a couple weeks. We haven't had one in a couple years. The draft is the Browns Super Bowl.
How about you gonna fuck it up?
That's what I'm afraid of. Honestly, I feel like if we draft a quarterback, doesn't matter who we draft, it's the ones we don't draft is going to have their amazing career. Things
sucks
that
to
happen.
suck.
I mean, it is what it is. Always got to be losers, so, you know, I knew what I was getting into. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
wait. I've seen the producer do something with this.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Hate.
It was all something other than
Yeah, no hate.
Hate.
Something other than hate. Not love, but something other than hate. So what do you got for us? You got to have something, some kind of topic, because you're real jittery over here. What you got?
my good buddy that's still not here. He told me you told him some riddle about an ark.
Mm.
Can you ask Brad?
Yeah, I can answer Brad.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's hear it.
So you know about the Ark, right?
Noah's?
The Ark?
Noah's?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously.
What other arcs do you know about?
I don't know. Arch? No, St. Louis?
Ark.
Okay.
Ark.
Vark?
All right. So there's an ark, right? There's animals on this ark. It was on water, big old rainstorm happened, all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
How many sets of animals did Moses bring on his ark?
How many
Yes.
sets of animals did he bring on his ark? Yeah, I don't know. Technically, he didn't bring anything.
Oh.
He just showed up.
How many?
Did you fuck it up?
How many of each
No,
animal?
you said it right.
How many of each animal? I'm not asking the total number of animals that was on the boat.
2.
But hold on, how many number of animals did Moses bring on his boat?
Like the total number of animals.
Like, no, not how many total. How many sets? Or how many of each set?
So the total number divided by 2.
I don't fucking know.
Just take a guess, bro.
No, not the total number, just how many.
They were in sets of 2.
You're wrong.
Well, what is it?
Just take one guess.
He said.
I did.
2.
They were in sets of 2.
Oh, no, okay. How many sets? I just want random number. Throw it out there. Wrong. Okay.
Noah didn't, or Noah had the ark, not Moses.
No.
That's why I kept saying Moses.
I wasn't even listening to Moses.
I know, but I thought
But I said
gonna
Noah's
get it.
ark, and you were like, the ark. I'm like, Noah's?
And I said sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I thought you was gonna hear it, so I extended the story before I said.
Oh, I didn't even hear you say Moses.
I said it twice. I was like,
So,
God, I'm gonna have to say it again.
Wasn't even listening.
Good.
Because I was still stuck on, how many arcs do you know? Because really, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what the fuck question is this?
Because I don't know any other arc. I've never heard of an arc other than like an electric surge.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What?
Metcalf has a new team.
Who? Patriots.
Las Vegas Raiders.
No.
Chiefs.
No.
Baltimore
You're-
Ravens.
hold
Top
Can we get a hint?
No.
Okay. He has
good
Steelers.
or bad team.
Steelers.
Fucking nailed it. DJ Metcalf is a fucking Steeler.
Gotta face that twice a year.
Another one the Cowboys could have had. Just go on.
Traded though? For what? He's under contract. That's a trade, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
This just in, you're hearing it first.
Well, if you have phones, you probably saw it.
Second round pick.
Damn. Second rounder for DK? Damn.
That's steal.
Yeah, I'd been willing for that.
That could have been your number one.
All these teams getting all these players for nothing.
Yeah. And the Cowboys are just chilling like, meh. All right, I got one more for you.
Okay.
Father, son, driving down the highway. Somebody takes them out. 2 ambulances show up. Son gets the one, dad gets another. They drive them to 2 separate hospitals. The dad goes in, has to go to surgery. Surgery, boom, they're operating on. Son goes in, goes to surgery. Doctor comes in. Doctor looks down and goes, I can't operate on this child. This is my son. How is that possible?
Do you know this answer?
He does.
Did he get it? Did he guess it?
Oh, you don't know this one? Okay.
So, go to 2 different hospitals.
Rub your beard. It might help.
It was his stepfather,
Rub your beard.
Nope. It's a real dad.
real dad. And they went to 2 different hospitals.
Yep.
And said, I can't operate on this as my son.
Correct.
Dad, it's not.
Correct. Do you know this?
I just told you no.
Well, then, why don't you help figure it out?
That's what he's doing. He's giving you the facts.
But he said he doesn't know the answer.
So he's trying to give you the facts. Dad went this way.
I got the facts. I'm well aware where they went.
How many hospitals
I
were
tried to
there?
give you advice. I told you to rub your beard, but you won't even do it.
How many hospitals were there?
Well, you said the dad went to one hospital, his son went to another.
So there's 2 hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just helping you recap.
And the doctor said.
Went straight to surgery.
Yep. And the doc said I cannot operate on you. You're my son.
Doctor said.
I'm going to learn a lot about you when you don't know this answer.
He died. It was God.
What's your guess? And don't say the answer if you know it. What's your guess?
His dad.
You're kind of a sexist, Brad. The doctor was his mother.
Oh.
You didn't think women could be doctors.
I knew the answer the whole time.
I never said that.
You never think mother?
Well, okay.
You just immediately thought doctor, guy. Doctor, guy.
I wouldn't say that makes me a sexist.
Yep. Doctors cannot be women in Brad's eyes.
That has never been said.
You didn't think it.
If Nate was back, I'd have him in there right there. Nate, Brad doesn't think women can be doctors.
Do I need to go try to find it?
This is some bullshit.
You would have been. It would have been like bloop, and everyone. We would have got so much hate mail, or you would have got so much hate mail
No,
from a line of angry women.
a lot of angry women doctors.
Well, I'm a doctor. I must not be real.
Well, you're not really a doctor. You're not really a doctor then.
But was that a pretty good one?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't trick you in that
Yeah.
one.
I would say it was a good one.
Give you all the facts.
You didn't trick me in the other one too because I didn't hear you.
Oh, so you just only listened to half what I said.
Basically, I pretty much was.
What are we married?
I pretty much was. So.
You say you only hear what I want to.
Yeah. No. What you got? What you got for us?
I'm really worried about it.
He's all right.
Maybe his beehole fell
I
out.
got hemorrhoids.
Beehole just fell out. Went. Kuh.
Huh.
You said you had something to talk about.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to talk about earlier?
Well, see, I don't know if we can talk about that now with Shiny Steve here.
Oh,
He's real jittery. And I'm not so sure we're going to get real answers out of this guy.
I think we
Let's
could.
Let's try it.
Let's try
We're
it.
going for
What's the
it.
worst that happens?
Yeah, I can't. I hope it's as good as I think it's going to be. What would be
Huh?
your, I don't even want to say dream job, ideal career?
Boom, Mike.
Boom mic holder.
Well, you've already got that. That is your job. So you're already in your ideal job.
Something that make me happy or something that make me a lot of money.
Drive a taxi.
Yeah, something that you would want to do. It might make you a lot of money. Driving a taxi?
Yeah, I'll drive a taxi.
You look like
I'm
you
driving
drive.
my license. Don't ask me how I got here.
That's a you
I
problem.
mean, Uber's everywhere.
If you show up in a car, I'm
Don't
not
ask me how I got here.
I'm not asking you if
I
you
don't
have a
know about
license.
either.
If I call you for a ride, my first question isn't, do you have a license? Like, how much is the ride? Your mic's off. Dipshit.
Shit.
But regardless,
Go fuck yourself.
if you work for Uber and you don't have a license, I don't care.
As long as you get you where you're going safe.
Correct. I don't give a shit.
Honestly,
It's probably cheap.
I don't want to drive a taxi.
No? Why?
I've always wanted to do my own business.
Yeah, but what?
Well,
Because I'm trying to
Hold on.
figure out, like, what you're into that would...
like that you're trying to figure out what I'm into. That would be
Yeah,
my
like,
job?
that you would consider a
Honestly, like I've always wanted to own my own bar.
career.
Nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, you have talked about
I
that.
want a fucking pizza shop.
Like, legit?
Legit.
But like, I
So
don't,
what's holding you back from making that happen?
honestly, it's
Is it the fear of the unknown? Like,
No.
does it fail?
no. It's I know I don't have the money to put down to start something like that, even to get a loan for something like that.
Yeah, but, I mean, you can always talk to investors.
True, but I don't want too many hands in a pot to where I'm not in control.
No, correct.
Do I think I'm motivated enough to do it? Absolutely. Am I going to turn into an alcoholic? No, because there's beer in my house every day. I don't drink it.
I really wasn't going that route.
No, I'm not saying that,
So-
but a lot of people that own bars
Yeah, they do.
will sit at their bar and just get drunk every night. I'm not that guy because I would want to see it succeed, and I know I can't do that if I'm just up there drinking. And I know I'm smart enough to be, just because you guys show up, it's not happy hour and
Right.
free drinks every time
And
my friends
most-
show up.
Friends
I'm not going to his bar.
would not
expect that.
Most real friends shouldn't expect you
Right.
to be free beers just because you're friends.
Now,
If you were to walk in and be like, "Hey, their first is on
it's
me,"
on
cool.
me. Right.
That's different. But for your friends to assume and then have your bartender hand out shots and all that shit.
Now, if I'm
you can't
having
do
a
that.
great year, I might give you a couple beers on my close friends. You know, just to be like,
Yeah,
well, we're having a great year. Drinks on me tonight, guys. But you being my friend, you shouldn't expect it.
Correct, because if I was going to do that, then I would just say, "Hey, let's go to the camper and you buy for the weekend."
Right.
I wouldn't go expect that from out of your bar
Exactly.
as a friend. So you want a bar, you want a pizza place. Would you ever come inside and go double up, or would you figure out that like because some people don't do that because friendships can get ruined in business like that.
Absolutely. If I knew, and I'm not going to say him just in general, like
Yeah, no.
if
Right.
I knew they were serious about it and I know their ambition, like I would take that all in consideration. Outside of friendship, I want to look at it as a business partner.
You have to separate business from
Yes.
friendship. You have to be able to do that.
Like, are we? And also, like, you're not true friends unless you argue and disagree.
Yeah, you're allowed to argue and disagree.
I'm not even talking about outside of owning a business.
And-
I'm saying
yeah,
every one of your
absolutely.
true friends
Yes.
you have argued with and gotten fucking maybe not a screaming match, but you gotten like a loud argument match.
Yes.
And I look at it as, how do you come back from that? Was it an hour later we're good? Was it a month later than we talked? Like me, I can be pissed at you for a half hour. Just give me a half hour and I can come back and I can be cool.
For me, it all depends on what it was about.
Right.
If it's normal shit talking and you get mad, all right, cool. It is what it is. And then, but if personal digs are taken,
Yes.
that's different.
And I'll never
That's a
throw
whole
that personal
different.
dig out.
That's a whole different ball game. But for the most part, as real friends, you shouldn't. If you argue or whatever, it is what it is.
It's okay to disagree.
So, but do you think, with you and Chinese Steve here, that you could coincide as business partners?
Go inside again.
I don't know if me and Johnny C would coincide in owning. I feel like all his money go to cocaine.
I agree.
What's on cocaine in my life?
You can't tell the way you're jittering.
I feel like you've had cocaine.
You didn't hear that shit in this feeling? And you wonder why I'm jittery? You didn't hear that shit?
I didn't hear anything.
I know me and you talked about opening like a business and stuff. I would have no issue putting up my own money if I had that money just freaking laying around. But I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to try and fail. As long as I can come back from it. Now, if I'm 55 years old, I'm probably not going to take that risk.
Right.
Now I'm at my security blanket
Right.
phase and all this.
But being to where you are right now,
If I had the opportunities to do it, absolutely, I would try.
have you ever done any research on it? Where are you going there,
I'm going to find Nick.
Jitterbug?
Since he doesn't want to join us.
That's the jitterbug.
Well,
And I got to get some stuff.
Oh,
stuff.
all right. Let's see what that is.
Stuff.
Some
All
stuff.
right, get some fucking stuff. Stuffed crust pizza.
Well, I know me and you just had a conversation the other day, just like we do all the time, about doing like a bar, kind of a shoe shop kind of deal with like a little bit of everything in it.
Well, we were talking about that because of the way Elmatic is set up.
Correct.
But for me personally, I have zero desire to
own a
have
bar?
any parts of a bar.
Yeah.
So that's just not me. I don't foresee me being successful in the bar ownership because I pay attention to too much of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bar owner, you got to let some things slide. And I don't know if I could.
That's fair.
But on the flip side, in the shoe world, I would that would ultimately be where I would go with it. I would love to be like a wholesale retailer.
Now, like that, I would enjoy doing.
And
but
as we
is
were
it
having-
my dream job? No. But could I enjoy
Right,
doing it?
exactly.
Yes.
You could have fun with that.
Yes.
I feel like that could be a job where you like to go to every day with the potential to earn. But like you were saying, you have to find what it is. And if you could wholesale like the new release shoes or the hard to get shoes for because you wear a big size for bigger
Right.
size people,
It is hard.
and you have a plethora of shoes for bigger foot people. That because when I
And-
worked at Finish Line, and I told you this, they would get 1 to 2 pairs
Right.
of 13s.
And one
anything
thing-
bigger, it was 1 pair, if any.
And one thing I've learned, guys with bigger feet, even women bigger feet, they tend to spend more money on shoes. Because they went months looking for a pair of shoes they liked in their size.
Right.
So they're willing to pay the money when they find something that they really like in their size.
And I just learned this, but I was told I knew this already. So you wear, what, 13, 14?
Depending on the brand and type of shoe, it's either a 13 or 14.
Pretty sure Sam wears like a 13, 14.
My wife?
Yeah.
No,
She got some big ass feet.
she does, but she's like bigger on the women's size,
Yeah.
not the men's size.
I was like, what size shoe do you wear? And apparently we've had this conversation. She reminded me, I was like, good God almighty. She got some big feet for a girl.
Yeah. My daughter's the same way.
And that's what she said.
Yeah. Like every 2 months, like she's ready for a new pair of shoes.
So if you think about that, the big footed person, men and or women, if you could find a shop that carries selection, and it's just a matter of selection.
Now, could I do it? Absolutely. My downfall for that would be the networking aspect. I'm a little bit shy person. Like me walking up to random people and just having conversation, that's not my comfort zone. Can I hold a conversation
So
with
like
random
if they
people?
come into the store,
No, I'm talking about just networking to.
Sorry, guys.
yeah, where
Oh
were you?
yeah, did you have? Were you
Where the
sick
hell
a
did you
little bit?
go?
Welcome back, Nate. But it's like
Sorry, chat. I'm back.
if we went to like a shoe con,
Sam said, "Shut up." I wear a 10.
if we went to like a shoe con and my main purpose was just to talk with vendors, walk up to vendors and kind of get my name out there, I would struggle with that because I'm not the guy to walk up to a random person and be like, hi, I'm Matt. I would be wondering if you'd be interested in being my warehouse shoe guy that I get inventory from, blah, blah,
But-
you know.
I think you would be okay because it would in those type of environments. That's what they're there for. They're there to talk to you.
I get that, but it's
and
me just walking up to someone I don't know.
basically, you wouldn't even have to. You could walk up to their booth and look at what they have. They're going to talk to you,
I get it.
and they'll initiate conversation. And then by then, you're just having a conversation to see what they have. What are you offering?
Right.
It's not. You don't necessarily have to sell yourself.
But I don't think like that.
And that's all. And that's what it is. Just, you don't necessarily. We wouldn't be selling ourselves per se. If we were looking at them to where we could use them for, they'd have to sell to us basically.
Which I get, but I don't look at it that way. And you know me for a long time. I'm a very outgoing person, but I'm a very shy person on the same side of that. Like if me, you, the wives are just out somewhere, I don't give a shit because I'm in my comfort zone with the people I'm with. But if you sit me in a random place, be like, hey, I'm gonna leave you here. You have to talk to 10 people. I'd probably fail.
If you put me in a random place
You're
in a
gonna
social
shine.
in a social setting and said I had to talk to 10 people, there's a good possibility I'm talking to everybody that's in the room.
Right. But that's your comfortability.
But and for some reason, and I don't know why, but people just love to tell me shit.
Mhm.
People love to tell me their life stories for some reason, and I don't know why.
But that's your comfortability. Like me, that's out of my comfort zone.
But as you're going to trying to grow your business, your comfortability would be, I think it would be more because you know specifically what it is you're looking for.
Yeah,
You're
that could
looking
be.
for a specific thing or a specific vendor to do a job. And if you find that, I don't think you'd have a problem talking to them because they're offering what it is you're looking for.
Right.
And then you're just having a conversation at that point. And I think you would be fine with that. And that's the same thing. Same goes with the bar because there's so many bar conventions or food and beverage conventions, if you're talking about pizza places, that you can go to and learn things and talk to people. But fucking Slick Rick was over here talking about one that owned a pizza place.
Oh, you guys let him on here? I saw him in passing.
Well, he went looking for you.
God.
I think he was
Nate,
going to go do
I
some
can't believe
coke.
you fucking let him on the show.
I think he was going to go do some coke.
I thought he kicked the habit.
That guy's weird.
He did not.
So Nate, we was asking, what would be your ideal dream job?
I would like to own a brewery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
just got to learn how to brew.
like be a brewmaster,
I would rather just run the place and hire
And-
the people to do it.
hire a brewmaster.
so. What would be holding you back from doing so?
Just not. I don't feel
The
like
knowledge.
I don't feel the knowledge, and I don't feel like I'm in the right spot yet. I feel
Well-
like I just got like with the wife. I feel like there's just certain things we got to get.
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
first.
I can understand with
Yeah.
with yours, and the good thing for you is you're still young.
well, that and you don't have this nothing
You're still
regard,
young.
but you don't have a permanent home yet. You haven't found your forever home yet.
Yeah, it's a good possibility your forever home is not here.
Because when your wife finally leaves the military or gets in the position in the military where she can pick her destination where it's going to be permanent,
But then again, it may not be a bad idea because if you were to start a brewery here, it does well.
you could
It open multiple.
Correct.
move it
You
with
can
you,
go
too.
to the next spot, find somebody trustworthy to run here, and you run there. And then, I mean, if you're close, cool. If you're not close, then I would say you have to set up a trust or something.
Yeah.
Somebody who goes in and checks on who you've already trusted to run it. You got to
And
have
then-
somebody who
and then
trustworthy
you
to
could
do
do
that.
some undercover boss shit.
But,
you know?
but ultimately, you could have multiple, which wouldn't be terrible.
But you're in a better freaking spot in life than I am just because I got some years on you. You guys could recover way faster than I could recover.
It's the years that's gonna play a part.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how I look at the risk at our age now is, can I recover at this point?
And the only reason why I haven't tried any of that is because I've always had people around me who are like, no. But I'm like, why? Why no? Why can't we try?
Now, honestly,
Why can't I try
if
that?
you were going to do something dumb, I would tell you. Like, hey, I'm going to open up just a t-shirt shop. You
Yeah,
know,
but-
like, and it's just where you just sell custom t-shirts. I'm like, as a full-time job, Brad, I don't know if that's going to work out because everything's
If
so
I was doing
easy.
that, that would have been an online business. But everybody,
Right.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows ultimately where I would be.
Mhm. Now, do I think you could do that?
It would have been
Absolutely.
shoes. 100%. It would have been shoes.
Yes. The only thing that would hurt you is your connections. Like, if you didn't have them, like, that would be the hardest thing, just to get the resources.
I don't think so because nowadays with the way social media is, it's not hard to make connections in that game. But
Right. But
also,
there's a lot out there you might not be able to get the connections you need. That's the only thing I'd be
right.
afraid of.
But I mean, that's just a matter of talking to people and trying
Mhm.
and going for it.
But do I think you could do it? Absolutely. Like, there's going to be barriers, and I
Well,
think
of course.
you would figure out ways around those barriers.
Mhm.
But if it was in a business that I don't think you would succeed in, I would be on.
Same, and I would tell you the same too.
Regardless you got pissed at me or not,
Yeah,
I would be like, look, no disrespect, I don't know if you can pull this one off.
correct. And I would tell you the same, and
And
I would tell Nate the same. But
and
I
I
honestly think you can't go wrong with a bar, and you can't go wrong with a brewery.
You can go wrong with the bar if you don't do it
But
correct.
I mean, if that was your goal
Yes.
to open, you can do it properly and you can make it work.
Well, the hardest thing in Ohio now is if it's still true, they don't issue new beer and liquor licenses in Ohio anymore.
That's why you more than likely have to buy an
An
established
existing one.
place that already has them.
Or
And
they
hope
actually
they carry
will
over.
sell them.
Correct. So you'd have to buy something that was like that 571 that was going out.
Yes.
Something like that.
And you know, like sometimes I don't want nothing huge because I don't want 1,000 people in there, but I want it a steady where I don't care who comes in. I like mixed people. I think it makes a great conversation when you get a mixed variety of people. You got your older, your younger, your different styles.
Same. Glad you changed that.
But I think it makes for better conversation. I'm not saying like dive bars are cool, but the smaller bars, I feel like you get.
Dive bars are cool though.
But like I'm not doing the what you call them the.
Yeah, hanging over this. Because I think I know what you're getting at, but I want to see how you say what
I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Why can I not think of the word? What's those new kids generation, the ones that ride bikes and just
hipsters.
It's a hipster thing. It's like, oh, I love big bar or dive bars way better than these mainstream bars. It's not that. It's just the conversation's different at a dive bar or
it is
than it is at.
The conversation's different. The atmosphere is
Yes.
different. And a lot of dive bars are just welcoming.
Yes, and like you're always gonna get the weirdos and the people that it's like I really don't want to talk to that person, and at every bar that is open, but it's like if you can carry on a conversation with anybody, like you can be successful, like as a bartender. Like I know I can't be a bartender, but like best bartenders make.
Why can't you? I think that is part of your problem right now is the I can't, and that is what they call imposter syndrome. I can't do that. Why can't you?
I would not be able to remember half the drinks I need to know how to make. That's why I know
You
I
don't
couldn't
have
be.
to remember.
I can serve beer and stuff, but when it comes to like mixed drinks and all that, I
You
can't
don't have to remember them
shit.
though, because if I was at a bar and I ordered a mixed drink, the person down to make it, I wouldn't think any less of them if they pulled out a recipe book
No.
and made it.
Well, no,
Because
it is easier to do that now than
if
it
it
was
tastes
10
good.
years ago.
because
Right.
I'd rather you get out the book and it tastes good than make some bullshit up and it tastes like shit. Nobody thinks down, and if you have to do that repetition, we'll get that to where yes, you can bartend.
And my goal would be within a year, I wouldn't have to be there more than twice a week. That'd be my goal, that I can trust. I hired a good staff that I can trust to run it.
I'd like that, but I'd go a little further out, maybe 2. Only because you're going to have some turds come in through the staff before you
True.
have the staff that you want set up.
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that'd be my goal
But,
to try to push for that.
Like what I said is I'm picky.
Right.
And I would not be that guy that's just like, oh, well, you did this and you fucked up. Cool. No, I'm not that guy.
Which is fine. And that, like, I would hire you as manager
Because
if
if I'm pulling out a recipe book and I see you make some bullshit ass drink and don't pull out a recipe book and it tastes like shit, then
Right.
why I can pull it out, you can pull it out.
Right.
I'd rather that. Now, I mean, granted, there's bartenders that have been doing it for so long.
Right.
They'll make up some shit and they know how to make it up.
Right, because they know the different content.
Right.
Right. Those people that are
Right.
born to be bartenders.
But it's good, yes.
Like, they're 100%.
Yes. And I have said this, they are a breed of people
Mm-hmm.
that when they get in that industry, for some reason, they stay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is a breed of people and they love it.
Well, and a bartender, a good bartender, is also a therapist if they know what they're doing. Because
Yeah,
they know how to
basically.
listen to your stuff, and I know it's a trend freaking going around, but they do listen and they don't judge. Because the more you listen to someone
Yeah.
and throw a little advice away and don't judge, like, people will give you money for that. You are a therapist at a cheaper rate an hour.
But then also, if you find a good place and you walk in, and you may not, whether you're regular or not, but they walk in, they're like, hey, how was that trip you said you were going
Exactly.
on 2 months ago? And you haven't been in there in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But they remembered you went on a trip. That says something.
One of my old bosses
That makes people feel welcome.
taught me. It's probably like 10 years ago. He said we had, at this warehouse I worked at, like over 100 people that worked there. He said, I want you to learn everybody's name in the next week. That is your goal. I said, all right. I learned everybody's name. I remembered everybody's name but one guy. But he saved me because I said, I don't remember his name, but I know he's a huge Avalanche fan. He's a diehard hockey fan. Like, the Avalanche is his team. And just got into football a little bit. And my boss was like, all right, let's go test this. He pulled up next to him. He goes, hey, did you watch that Avalanche game 2 nights ago? He goes, oh, man, it was the greatest game ever. Blah, 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 this. And he looked at me and goes, good job. I said, you're not going to punish me because I couldn't remember his name? He goes, no, because you knew something about him that you could walk up and say, hey, man, did you catch that game last night? Just like me walking by at work and just said, hey, how you doing? Or if I said, hey, Brad, hope you have a great day. It just means
absolutely.
a little bit more.
It's just little things like that.
Right.
And it's really not hard to do.
And one thing I've learned in life is no matter if you picked up a piece of paper for me, I make sure to say, Brad, thank you for picking that.
Yes.
Because a thank you can go a long way to anybody.
But I think you need to get off the I can't, I won't, or I can't, I won't be able to. Like, yes, I had an art teacher. It stuck with me ever since I was in grade school. You never say I can't. You'll always say I'll try.
I can't fly. I don't want to try.
But you'll try.
I don't want to
But
try.
it's like, but just those words in general. It's like,
I get what you're
can't
saying.
bartend. Why can't, right now, can I?
No.
I can do a little bit.
Yeah.
But am I a bartender? No. Can I? Yes. It's just what you're willing to put into it. So some food for thought.
I get it. Good advice.
Same thing with the chat and everybody listening. Food for thought.
Nate, you got anything you want to add?
Don't be afraid to try it.
You've been pretty quiet tonight.
Go for it.
You've been gone. Not
Yeah,
feeling
you've been
okay.
real quiet. You got a stomach ache?
Got the poopies. Hey,
Stu said you were, or Slick Rick over here said you were poop jerking. Were you poop jerking?
have you ever heard of that? I might have just made it up.
Alright.
But patent pending. Oh, copyright pending.
You're copywriting poop jerking?
Maybe. What if the new big thing when it takes off?
Well, on that note,
I'm talking about the words,
we gotta
not the
rethink-
action.
we got to rethink what we're going to copyright around
the
here.
phrase, not the
Jerking is
action.
up on the table.
The phrase, not the action.
Good Lord.
Well,
This has been Two Okay Friends.
again, we go on about this time every week.
Yeah, about the same time every week.
I know we missed a couple weeks, but due to illnesses and
Life,
weather,
lifing.
you know, stuff happens. We get it, but feel free to email us at
Two Okay Friends. Gmail.com.
.com.
Probably under Brad.
There's a bell under me. Click it. It'll tell you when we're going live somewhere around Chonder.
But feel free to email us questions, comments, concerns, anything. If you want us to talk about something.
Yeah, if you want to hear our thoughts on something.
If you got your idea about something you want to talk about or just an idea you want us to
If
try,
you ever wondered
doesn't hurt to ask.
what Brad thought about anything, just ask. Brad will tell you.
Doesn't hurt to ask. And if he tells you no, then, hey, at least you went out there and tried something.
Probably won't tell you no. I'll probably give you my opinion on it.
And some things you're not allowed to give your opinion on.
I will.
Nope.
If it's asked, if you ask it, I'm giving my opinion on it.
Tune in next week.
Same bad time.
Same bad channel.
Same bad channel. Poop jerking.